He got off the phone with them the next morning and simply put it, they would like to meet, yes. In my mind, I'm thinking, oh my God, this is so crazy. Am I really here? Is this happening? Finally, after touring the popular cities in Romania, the day that we would drive to Alexandria had finally come. We pulled into town and my parents and Dan started pointing out familiar spots that they had remembered from so many years before. After driving around for a few minutes, we passed a building to which my dad said, wait a minute, isn't that the building that Miss Flory lived in with Alex? After double checking that street and number, it had been confirmed that we were sitting in front of my old foster care home. Curiously, I asked if we could see if she was still living there. Dan went in, and maybe 5 minutes later, he comes out and reveals to us in a very nonchalant kind of way, okay, she's here. The first of many tears were shed just then. We all raced inside and saw her standing there, her face beet red and tears running down her face. She took my face in her hands and kissed me all over. I never felt a stronger embrace in my entire life. I was so speechless, probably for the first time ever. We visited with her for a while, and she enlightened us with a few pieces of information. The first being that it was actually me and not my sister Elena who had the broken leg and poor malnourishment in the orphanage, and also that she did indeed get the pictures we had sent her. We said our long emotional goodbyes to Flory and walked away feeling very successful because we didn't have any intention of seeing her in the first place. Things continued to feel unreal to me. This type of thing doesn't happen often. We came upon the village of Tiganeschi around lunchtime and pulled onto this gravel road. Both sides had long walks with gates in front of each little house, but also lining the walls were a bunch of people. My stomach was in knots because at any moment, the thing I had been waiting for my entire life was about to happen. All the burning questions I had in my mind, everything was about to be answered. We got out of the car and a crowd of little old women with headscarves on came over and started kissing me as well as my family. It was quite a welcome. Eventually emerging from the crowd was 2 young men and a little old lady dressed in black. Shaking, she reached up and grabbed my face. She was crying. I was crying. She kissed me on both cheeks and gave me a 15-year-long hug, a much-needed hug indeed. The remainder of our time in Romania was somewhat of a blur. I was bombarded with shrouds of information to which I still had to mentally process. I left Romania knowing many things, but more importantly, I discovered that my brother Titi and my father had both passed away a couple years before. Also, I had a sister who lived in Spain. Coming back home didn't allow me any time to digest the information. I immediately started my freshman year of college, and things just took off from there. Fast forward again 2 more years, I moved from Missouri to Florida. I still have a lost sense in my heart of wanting to be more connected with my Romanian heritage, because the only glimpse I got was through Facebook Messenger, which I would use to talk back and forth with my sister, Daniela, who would keep me updated on my family. I needed something closer, something to fill this still rather large void. Then I met Anna, a void that is still slowly filling, but since meeting her, has been filling quickly. I look forward to the future. I look forward to sharing my story with others. I hope to inspire others to share their stories. And my biggest hope of all, to make a change that is long overdue. Reopening international adoption borders in Romania is necessary and essential to saving the lives of thousands of children still enduring hardships and living in poverty. Because of the fact that many American parents had the ability to adopt a once poor, malnourished little boy with a broken leg, my life had truly been changed for the better. By opening up international adoption once again in Romania, it will give these kids a chance at a life they so rightfully deserve. Having been one of these kids myself, I plan to work tirelessly until a change is made. Te iubesc, Romania.